One morning, a young salesman named Gregor Samsa woke from a nightmare and discovered that he had turned into a giant insect. His limbs had become long, jointed legs, and his body was covered in a hard shell. Unable to get out of bed, he was trapped in his room. Shocked, the first thought that crossed his mind was not fear or confusion, but worry that he wouldn't be able to make it to work on time. Gregor was the financial backbone of his family. His father was retired, his mother was frail, and his younger sister Greta was still too young to work. The entire household depended on his income. He struggled to crawl out of bed and return to work, but his body no longer obeyed him. His transformation horrified and terrified his family. They couldn't bring themselves to approach him. Once close-knit, his family began to shut him away, locking him in his room and hiding him from the world. At first, his sister Greta brought him food and cleaned his room. But as time passed, she grew impatient and increasingly disgusted by his presence. His father became violent, once injuring Gregor by hurling an apple at him, leaving a wound that gradually weakened him. His mother, torn between pity and helplessness, could do little to intervene. Trapped in his room, Gregor quietly observed his family change. They began working to support themselves, slowly adjusting to life without him. Where he was once depended upon, he had now become a burden. Ultimately, in isolation and guilt, Gregor lost the will to live and quietly died. His death, rather than a tragedy, brought his family a sense of relief. They decided to leave their old home and begin a new life. The Metamorphosis uses absurdity to portray the alienation and oppression of the individual by society and family. Gregor's transformation symbolizes how people are dehumanized and cast aside in modern life. The story also exposes the cruelty and coldness that emerge under fear and pressure.